This film marks the 25th anniversary of Ukrainian folk ballet on this continent. The producer takes pleasure in introducing the Jubilee Committee, whose cooperation has made this production possible. This is Mr. Panchik of Montreal and Mr. Symbol of Detroit making final arrangements with the producer. Jubilee Committee members in Mr. AVRAMENKO's New York studio. Here are committee members at luncheon. Tom Tunick of the Detroit Committee. Hollywood star John Hodiak. The guests are about to hear a speech by General Zagrodzki.
Я дуже радий, що можу сказати, де скільки слів на цьому зібранні американських, канадських українців, що хочуть морально і матеріально спричинитись до випродукування фільму «Тріумф українського танцю». Вознаменування 25-літнього ювілею українського народного балету на цьому континенті. На мою думку, ця фільма родить наново любов до мистецтва серед українців. Автори та прийдешніх поколінь українських в вільній Україні буде цікавим історичним документом. Український танок тим вартісний, що не має ніякої еротики. Він представляє глядачам прекрасний образ народного побуту. Пригадує їм славне минуле історичне і недавню боротьбу поружну за українську державу. Я вірю і глибоко переконаний в тім, що нова фільма буде з радістю прийнята українськими патріотами, українцями і українками поза межами рідного краю. І здобуде славу тим, що її продукували.
We now by General Zagrodzki.
Я дуже радий, що можу сказати, де скільки слів на цьому зібранні американських, канадських українців, що хочуть морально і матеріально спричинитись до випродукування фільму «Тріумф українського танцю». Вознаменування 25-літнього ювілею українського народного балету на цьому континенті. На мою думку, Ця фільма родить наново любов до мистецтва серед українців. Автори та прийдешніх поколінь українських в вільній Україні буде цікавим історичним документом. Український танок тим вартісний, що не має ніякої ерки. Він представляє глядачам прекрасний образ народного побуту. Пригадує їм славне минуле історичне і недавню боротьбу поружну за українську державу. Я певен тим, що інші культурні народи з узнанням віднесуться до цього фільму. Бо вони ознайомлені з мистецтвом українського народу і його стремліннями до вольності. Разом з тим, фільма буде ознакою узнання місцям Авраменкові Васильові і Олександру Кошицеві за яку першу повели поза межами України. Я вірю і глибоко переконаний в тім, що нова фільма буде з радістю прийнята українськими патріотами, українцями і українками поза межами рідного краю. І здобуде славу тим, що її продукував.
The honor of introducing a distinguished American historian, scholar, and authority on the Ukrainian problem. He is also the author of a number of books and learned articles on Ukrainian literature, history, and struggle for national independence. Professor Clarence A. Manning of Columbia University.
Ukrainian folk art, and especially folk dancing, has made, is making, and has yet to make a great contribution in form and in technique to the artistic side of American life. Under the sad conditions now prevailing in Ukraine, where every effort is being made to destroy the essential qualities of Ukrainian democracy and establish in their place a soulless and spiritless subservience to a foreign will, Ukrainian groups can do much to preserve, perhaps with archaeological accuracy, the arts as they were at a given period in Ukrainian life. Yet to limit the Ukrainian contribution to this would be to make it a dead performance and a museum piece. There is hardly a locality in the United States or Canada where it is possible to recreate naturally the spirit and the life of the Ukrainian village of 50 years ago. There must be a constant adaptation of the past to the present. It is a process that every art has experienced throughout the ages. If all this is done sympathetically and intelligently, as Mr. AVRAMENKO is doing it, we can be sure that the gift of Ukraine to American life and culture will be even more extensive, more permanent, and penetrating. The democratic character of the Ukrainian people and of their art will deeply impress the Americans and add to the laurels that they have already won in dancing, choral singing, and instrumental performance. These are our real means for inspiring the American people with a realization of the rights of Ukraine at home, and at the same time they are a valuable and valued contribution to that rich stock of tradition that is today the cultural life of the United States and Canada. And we can only hope for these and Mr. AVRAMENKO continued progress and success, and that the work done here may be of real value for the cultural life of the free Ukraine of the future.
Гаївка. Vasill AVRAMENKO came to these shores in 1925, and since then has taught Ukrainian folk dances to tens of thousands of young people here and in South America. He spent his boyhood in a hamlet in Ukraine, such as this. An old church in Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. The Kievo-Pecherska Lavra, a monastery. A general view of Kiev in the 1920s. In Ukraine, AVRAMENKO studied at the Lysenko Institute of Music and Dramatic Art in Kiev. He began his dancing career with the Ukrainian National Theater, managed by М.Садовський, famous actor and producer. The selection to which you are listening is from the repertoire of the world-famous Taras-Shevchenko Ukrainian Bandurists Chorus. Upon the occupation of Ukraine by communist troops, AVRAMENKO moved to Poland and established his first dancing school at the Ukrainian military camp in Kalisz. The years 1922 and 1923 found AVRAMENKO in Lviv, western Ukraine. From here, he undertook artistic excursions to other cities. A group of dancers in western Ukraine. AVRAMENKO with some of his early instructors, among them his manager, Andriy Davydenko. The dances taught by AVRAMENKO were based on those performed in Ukrainian villages from time immemorial. Dances which reflected the beauty and spirit of the countryside. From Poland, AVRAMENKO went to Czechoslovakia. Here, he met his old friends and sponsors, М.Садовський, Professor Antonovich, and Yevhen Chikalenko. But wherever AVRAMENKO went, he kept fresh the memory of his beautiful homeland. Its flowers, its rivers, its people and their way of life. Its haunting melodies. The history of its people and their thirst for liberty. Their readiness to fight and to die. And their past days of glory. He turned down a scholarship to study classical ballet in Milan, Italy, and left instead for Canada, to become in time the most successful popularizer of Ukrainian folk art on this continent. Upon his arrival in Toronto in December 1925, AVRAMENKO was met by three men who helped him come to Canada. Mr. Atkinson, director of the Canadian Bureau for the Advancement of Music, George Hassan, and Volodymyr Kuchta. Here he established his first dancing school. Aided by talented instructors Victor Moshuk and John Pihulak. Here he found a new way of life. In a few months, his first ensemble appeared as the leading attraction at the Canadian National Exhibition. A group of Avramenko's instructors and dancers. His success at the exhibition encouraged him to continue his work. The Arkan, dance of the Ukrainian Hutuls. The Edmonton concert was opened by Mr. Slivchenko. Among the performers at this concert were Taras Semchuk, and Donna Ivasiuk. These are a few... After his Toronto debut, AVRAMENKO toured Canada with his dancers. Performing in Winnipeg, Saskatoon, Fort William, Edmonton, and Vancouver, simultaneously organizing dancing schools. In Winnipeg alone, almost 500 persons enrolled in his school there. Other centers were equally enthusiastic. His dances soon spread to distant places he himself could not visit. In the fall of 1928, AVRAMENKO appeared for the first time in the United States. While performing in leading cities, he established dancing schools in Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Philadelphia, Boston, New York, and other centers. Old and young flocked to learn Ukrainian folk dances. They were taught in schools of every type. The colorful costumes, intricate steps, and lively music of his dances found many followers.